Hi, and welcome back to It's Okay,
To be wrong.
a podcast with KB and Tanner Cunningham. Hi, honey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so good. Actually, do you want to tell the folks what we're doing?
We're some would say Hurkle-Durkle?
We're Hurkle-Durkling.
Yeah.
We're Hurkle-Durkling. We woke up early.
Uh-huh.
And
that's a rarity that I'm up before the sun, but it happened.
Yeah, it happened today.
Yeah. And before I went to bed, I was on TikTok because if you don't know, I haven't had TikTok in a long time, but I've recently gotten it and I've been obsessed.
Yeah.
I understand.
Tanner quit TikTok like 4 years ago when it first came out.
Yeah.
And I know it was out before
right at
then,
the
but
height
like,
of TikTok.
yeah, Tanner quit TikTok at the height of TikTok and started doing language learning, which was honestly brilliant. Not what I did.
Well, I didn't retain much, so that's okay.
But yeah.
Shout out to Duolingo.
Shout out to Duolingo. Tanner used to do a Duolingo like 30 minutes a day. So,
yeah.
But yeah, anyways, we decided to get in bed today and we are a Hurkle-Durkle circle-jerkling.
Yes, because I found a TikTok and it was talking about Hurkle-Durkle. And I was like, what is that?
I know, what is a Hurkle-Durkle?
A Hurkle-Durkle just means whenever you like linger in bed after you wake up. And it's like my whole personality, honestly. It's my favorite thing to do. Whenever I wake, crack my little eyes open. I just grab my phone and I look at the Daily Mail and Hurkle-Durkle all day long.
I know. I love to do that too, but I actually don't really get to Hurkle-Durkle because usually I wake up before Tanner, which means I leave the room.
Right, which is why this is so great because we're actually Hurkle-Durkling right now. We're actually in the bed with you guys.
And I love being in the bed. And there's so much
so much neck support.
So much enjoyment can happen. Like, and I don't work in the bed ever. Like, no. I do have like a separation of that because when I did that in COVID, I used to have bad dreams all the time, just like bad dreams. And so I don't ever work in the bed, but I do like this type of work. This is fun. Tanner is Hurkle-Durkling his lights right now in the bed.
I am. That sounds filthy dirty.
Yeah,
and it is.
No, he's just changing his podcast mic and I can see it in our TV reflection.
Yeah. It wasn't turning and I needed it to change colors.
We needed it to change. Times are changing.
I'm obsessed with Hurkle-Durkling. Hurkle-Durkle, circle-jerkle. That also sounds filthy dirty.
That does sound filthy dirty.
Hurkle-Durkle, circle-jerkle. Yeah, name with that.
Okay, that's what we're going to name it. And there it is.
There it was.
That's it, that's all.
That's it, that's all. What did we get up to yesterday? Yesterday was like a lot of catch up, like home stuff and work stuff and just, content and all the things.
But yeah, yesterday I worked my tail off for work. It was great. I got so much done.
Yeah, you did.
I have to go to LA this week and do some training. And so I'm really excited about that. Yeah. And then, I know I'm sad to leave you, but
yeah, 24 hours.
But yeah, I know. But I'm excited. I'm really excited about going and doing that. And so I spent a lot of time on just that yesterday. And then we also, last night, we watched a lot of TV.
Mm-hmm.
We did my nails yesterday. We became a two-parent household. We got two
exactly.
now.
Yes, if you hear any breathing or snortling, it's not me. It could be, but it's not.
No, the air quality, it could be.
Yeah, literally the Canadian wildfires. Wow, they really have the air quality here in Colorado.
It's bad.
Shook. Yeah, it's bad. But yeah, so we are a two-parent household now. We have a guest dog living with us. He's a gorgeous Frenchie, and he's really stunning.
No, he's stunning. He's a good time. And you know what? We're proud to say that we are now parents of two, at least for the next week.
Yeah, that's true.
We're parents of two. How cute.
How cute.
Yeah, what else did we do yesterday? I know we cleaned. I worked a lot. We did a lot of things. Oh, I got my hair washed.
Oh, that's a feat.
And yeah, that's really
it. That's all, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, the TV that we watched. I'm trying to think. Dubai was great.
Dubai was superb, and we finally understand why Lisa and
Chanel Ion
are no longer getting along.
Yes, why that there was beef within the season, and so if you haven't watched it, there's a cliffhanger for you.
No, if you haven't watched it, there it is. That's it. That's all. It was a great episode. We also have been watching Love Island. That's
Love Island UK.
Not the traditional Love Island that everybody else is watching.
That's on Hulu.
Love Island UK actually is the traditional.
No, really. You're right. We took it back to the roots, and it's great.
It's been great. And then what else?
We watched Watch What Happened Live. Oh, we watched
So Love Island UK has been really good. And then we also saw that they're going to do, we saw that there's a Love Island Australia and we love the Aussies.
So we'll probably dive into that.
And then we started that weird show about making tour clothes.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And you know what? I'm like kind of into it. Like I could do without the people, honestly. I just want to see the clothes. Like, show me the clothes at the end, and I want to see them. Like, and I like the judging of the clothes, but I don't need like all the in between.
They're not even judging is my annoyance with it, and like the host, I already don't love. Not anything's wrong with her, Kate Upton. She's not giving me 10 gun. I'll be honest, and that's who's like she's modeled off of. I would say, from Fashion Runway or whatever it's called.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so like
Project Runway, yes, got you. Mm-hmm. Just give me a second.
She's not giving me anything, and it's just like they let the contestants decide who goes home.
Yeah,
so
and that's weird.
There's literally no point for her to be there, unfortunately.
That's true. Yeah, like we don't always have to give a new plot twist. I didn't even think about that. I was just like, oh, interesting. I just wondered how, like the only reason I'm still holding on to it is because I think it's interesting of like what they're going to do because they're going to like annoy each other, like because they're all living together, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Or like they're all in like the same hotel.
Drama.
There's already drama. So it's just like, what's that going to do for people getting kicked off? And so they do all have like a save. But yeah, it's like weird. It's just good. I think it's good background television. And that's what we'll watch it for. It's just like background TV.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm. Just noise.
I agree. No,
yeah.
same.
And so there's that. All right. So.
Do you know what? I have
Do you have any blips on your reader?
Well, no, I have like something I wanted to speak on. I don't know if it's a tangent. It's probably just a tangent.
Okay, tell me more.
I'm not one to argue with Taylor Allison Swift.
Same.
And she did declare this the summer of Sabrina.
She did. She did say on Sabrina's Instagram, "Summer of Sabrina."
And so that's cool. That's great. I love Sabrina Carpenter. We play her music often. But just based off the things I've been seeing on TikTok, my new obsession, it is the summer of Chappell.
No, literally.
And I enter into evidence the show that she did over the weekend in Seattle. It was unreal. You
yeah,
guys.
I'm surprised we didn't talk about this on Monday
I know,
because
I forgot about it.
Like Sabrina really like crushed it, but Chappell Roan, the block party, that's legendary.
Yeah, there were
it's
people
legendary.
dancing on the roof. It was amazing. It was completely
it was packed.
It was overflowing.
No, it looked like something out of a movie scene. Like, you know, when it's like not real and like
it was magical. And
it felt like organic almost. It felt like a flash mob.
Yes.
It's what like Travis Scott, which is Astro World, had.
Oh, I guess.
Well, no, like because like you went to this big festival event. She had a festival in the middle of the city.
That's true.
Like, and nobody got hurt.
I was like, hopefully no one was unallowed.
No, literally, nobody got hurt. Like, that's what he wish would have happened. Like, it's so sick.
I don't know if that's what he wished would have happened, but sure. I think, well, never mind.
We'll talk about that later.
Nefarious actors.
The actors were hitting their marks. Yeah, so, good old Chappell.
It's the summer of Chappell in our home. We love a redhead. It's the summer of the redhead.
We love a redhead. We love Chappell Roan.
Do you think that's her real hair?
Her red hair?
Yeah.
I do think she's redheaded. I don't think that's her natural color. Okay. She does wear a lot of wigs.
It's like Lucille Ball vibes. Like she's probably a mousy brown and she dyes it bright red. Love. Respect.
Or like maybe she's like my hair is like almost brown. Almost brown red.
Brown?
There's brown it's like there's just like a darker spot red to it. I'm saying her
it's like
hue.
A darker red, but it's not.
I know. I'm saying I think she could have like hair kind of like this or like
sure.
Or even like just browner than this, but you know what I'm saying.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
some people did say my hair was brown before, and I'm just like, well, it's because I really saw like artificial reds.
Were they? Yes, or were they colorblind? Red doesn't show up to them.
Hopefully.
Listen, now should we get into blips on our radar?
Let's get on the blips on our radar.
Okay, blips on our radar. The first one, Blake Lively channels Deadpool in a sexy outfit at star-studded premiere. My first thought, ew.
I loved it.
Not even her. I didn't dislike her. Gigi Hadid in that yellow.
She
looked
Wolverine.
like a school bus. I don't care. She looked horrible.
Yeah, they were like cosplaying it together. Now, I will say, like, I was obsessed with Blake's look. I thought she looked amazing. I'm like, okay, sexy Deadpool. Like, so many girls are going to be wearing this for Halloween. Like, I can see it now.
Yeah.
It's going to be me. I'm going to wear it for Halloween. We'll see. Maybe with this new adventure I'm going on.
I think that it's kind of known in the fashion world too that Blake famously doesn't have a stylist, and sometimes it shows. And to me, right now, it's fine. But Gigi, wow.
Yeah, it's Gigi's and Miu Miu, and it's like
I said ew ew.
Yeah, Miu Miu ew ew. Yeah, and I just don't love it. I don't love the way like this went. They're trying to sell me this hair on her so bad. Like they did that on a TikTok. They were like, "This look is just so good," and I'm like, "No, it's not.
It's really
no,
not.
it's not.
It's really not.
It's not." I didn't love Gigi's look here, but she did wear a second look of the night.
Also horrible.
I liked it better than this, I will say. I'm not saying it was good. I'm just saying it was better than. Like, if this was a 3, then that was a 5. No, let me go to Blake's Instagram real quick so I can pull it up. Because I do love Blake Lively. She's stunning, gorgeous. And people hate this movie, and I love it. A Simple Favor.
Oh, yeah, no, it's good. I watched it with you.
Her in A Simple Favor, wow. Like, effortless. Amazing. Everything.
It was great, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm whatever. I can't find the pics. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The next blip on our radar, Katie Holmes sports a bruised face and an eye on an NYC outing.
Who hurt her?
I don't know, but then I did see she posted on Instagram an unbruised selfie. So I'm like, are you just covering up for the bruise? I don't know.
Is it just a shadow? Like, are those just circles under her eyes?
Is it like, is she doing like something did she come from a job? Was she working? You know, like maybe she's in a movie where she got hit. I don't know.
And also, like, people have dark circles, like, especially like when I don't sleep or I'm not feeling good or I'm inflamed. Like, my eyes go purple underneath.
She got an injection and it like bruised her eye. Like, who knows?
No, truly.
It could have been
It could have been anything. Also, she could have posted that selfie could be old. Like, you know, there's just always something. Everybody's got their something. Swarm of Taylor Swift fans forced German police to close off Singer's Hotel ahead of Hamburg Aerostar show. That is so scary.
It is scary. And I saw she performed in the rain, it looked like last night.
Yeah, she got a rain show. She does love those. And you know what? It's going to be, I don't know. Taylor's so wild. Every time we predict something, we're wrong. So I'm just excited to see what happens. She's living her best life. I'm obsessed.
Obsessed. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much a Todd update too, so
there's
that.
Yeah, she had some surprise songs. She sang songs from Debut, songs from Red, songs from Fearless, and one other one. Like, they were just kind of like, they're songs she's just cycling through now, I feel like, at this point. But I do think all the surprise song means something, but I don't have the energy to read into it right now as a big Taylor stan.
Totally, that's fair. Our next split, Paige DeSorbo defends her sheer wedding dress following backlash. Now, if you do recall, I did manifest this article. I said Paige is going to have to say something about this. And she talked to Page 6. She said that the bride loved it.
Well, and that's what I said.
Well, she actually talked about it on the Lady Gang podcast. So, anyways, I knew she would have to defend herself, and she did. Yeah.
No, she did. And you know what? She's doing great. And I love Paige. I already said this. I was like, I don't think the bride cares.
Right.
And I was just like, you know, it is what it is.
Paige is a girl's girl. She probably cleared it with the bride, and like, it's no drama. And indeed, it was not.
No drama. And there it is. That's it. That's all.
Now, do you want some drama?
Yeah, tell me more.
Our next flip has some drama.
Oh, yeah.
Lala Kent posted to her Instagram stories something adding David Arquette. Now, do you remember we saw him on our screens a couple nights ago? We didn't understand a word he said. He was on Watch What Happens Live.
I know. I was reading this because it was wild.
Subtitles.
Yeah. No, he was talking and I was like, I don't understand him right now. Like, he felt so, like, is that how he usually talks?
Well,
I don't know.
He just seemed like, where was he? Like, I don't know. Anyway, so he talked about, and so David talks about being on the set of Spree. Now, this is a movie. I don't know who produced it. I'm assuming maybe Randall. Lala comes in as an actress. They apparently didn't have any scenes together. They like only shot together one time or something, saw each other one time. And he said he felt like she gave him attitude. So Lala Kent, because she is living in peace. And in, what does she say? She's in her soft era.
Yeah, she's in her soft era. She's literally about to give birth in like a month, I think, or less. I don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
She responds with a Instagram and tags David Arquette and says, I apologize if I was not friendly to you on the set of Spree. I would like to point out I was on the set with many people, you being one of them, who are well-known, established actors. I'm a girl from reality TV. I felt intimidated and a bit like I did not belong, all while being incredibly grateful for an opportunity. I'm sorry if that came off as attitude. It was not my intent. Thoughts?
My thought is, okay, if Randall produced it, she could have been a little cocky.
Sure.
My also thought is people used to think I was so mean and like I'm the nicest person ever. So I also get that.
Well, I just wonder if like it was a man. Would they say he gave him attitude?
No, they would just be like, he's serious about his craft. He doesn't speak to other people.
What do they call that? Like an internal actor? I don't know. You know.
Yeah, he just like he's got to go and like really internalize all his materials and
he's
be so good.
About his craft.
Yeah.
But no, we were gonna say she has attitude. Okay, David, sit down. We don't even know you.
Sit down, be humble. Yeah, we haven't seen you since like a Scream movie. Okay.
I didn't even watch that.
I didn't watch it either. I just like know that's what it was or something like that. I don't even know if it was Scream.
Yeah, so those are the blips on our radar. But I am glad to see Lala defending herself. And I agree, like, she makes fire points. Like, I'm the newbie on the street. Like, a girl from reality TV, you're an established actor. Babe, you're the one giving me attitude.
Right. Like, I'm just here. Like, and I'm just lucky to be here. So, yeah, I agree. If it was a man, I don't think they would just be like, oh, he just really get into his role. He's got to stay on cue.
Totally.
But since it's
not, he thought he could fire a shot, and Lala said absolutely not.
No, truly.
Should we get into our stories?
Let's get into our stories.
Before that, do we want to give them a rhyme of the day?
Yes. What's the rhyme of the day?
It's up at the top.
We are here to Hurkle-Durkle.
Always.
And they might be in a circle-jerkle. Oh, that's so wild. Okay, real quick. There's a little bit more about the Hurkle-Durkle I want you to talk about.
Hurkle-Durkle. Yes.
Hurkle-Durkle.
Hurkle-Durkle, it's actually a Scottish term, and it dates back to the 1800s. Hurkle means to draw the body together, but you probably just heard about it because we talked about it. So I didn't hear about it until last night.
Oh, I didn't know it was from Scotland, though. That's so wild.
I know, and from the 1800s, they've been doing this. We were meant to Hurkle-Durkle. We were meant to Hurkle-Durkle.
Hurkles and Durkles all happening here. Yep. We hope that you get to Hurkle-Durkle in your bed tomorrow morning, too.
Hurkle-Durkle and listen to this podcast, actually.
No, literally. That sounds amazing. You can cackle and Durkle.
Please.
Okay. So let's get into our stories.
Okay. This top one to me, Hailey Bieber.
Hailey Bieber reveals why she is not as close to her father, Steven.
I take it back. That's not the top one, but it's a good one.
Okay.
All the stories are really fire today, guys. I'm excited. Sorry.
Listen, okay. My immediate thought is I wouldn't be close with Steven either. He's crazy.
No, we said that too. We were like, obviously she's not close with him.
No, obviously she is not close. And yeah, no. Hailey Bieber seems to have slightly moved on from the famous Baldwin clan. She also is the niece of actor Alec Baldwin, yada, yada, yada. Like, yeah. She said, I'm not super close to my family at this point in my life. I feel like I am independent. I'm an individual now, and I've built my own family. And she said being married to Pop King Justin.
Yeah, and I know she also talks about in the article that she had an idyllic childhood, right? She grew up with these famous people and had access and means and like probably had a very romanticized childhood. But once you remove yourself from that, like you can also see like where there are things that are not okay in family and things like that, you know? So like if she felt the need to separate herself from them, I can totally understand that. And she has built her own family she has a little baby girl in her belly, so leave her alone.
Right. Well, and I love it when families are close and like that's really cool dynamic. We don't live close to our family.
No, if we did, we'd be all the time with them.
Yeah, we'd be with them all the time. And so like one thing that like we've had to like build our own family, our own traditions and all of our own things out here because we can't do everything with them like we used to. Like, I mean, every Sunday we used to be together and like you would be with yours all the time. And so it's just like you do. They're like when you're not living near people, you have to create your own independence and like also like you don't have to be codependent with them. And so
yeah, totally.
Yeah, I mean, if we live closer, we would be with them like all the time.
The time. She also discussed about the reason that she revealed her pregnancy.
Yeah.
She just wanted to live life, and I respect that. She's like didn't want it to be this secret thing that she had to like hide because she kept it. She said she could have probably kept it private for 6 months. Yeah. She didn't really start popping until then. And she would just wear like oversized jackets and things. And of course there was speculation. I heard that Tana Mongeau was like
Mongoose?
trying to start. No, I think her last name is Mongeau.
Oh.
She's like a YouTube person or something.
Yeah, I thought her name was something else.
It's not Mongoose, Mongeau, or however you say it, Mongoose. I don't know. But Tana Mongoose, she went on her podcast and said that There's an A-list celebrity, and so like kind of incited all these rumors about Hailey. So that's like not girl behavior to me.
Yeah, I'm just like, and pregnancy is just one of those things. I'm just like, why are we ousting? Aren't we like past ousting people of like when they want to tell you if they're pregnant, if they ever want to be pregnant, asking them about it?
Like, it's 2024. Why are we outing anyone?
Right. No, why are we outing anyone? Number one. But number two, like, what?
Yeah, Tana Mongoose, weird.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, Mongoose, fly away. Mongoose. That used to be a bike brand. But yeah, these pictures of Hailey are amazing. I'm excited for her and her journey as a mother, and I hope she has the best time. Like, it's very exciting.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I hope we don't see it for a while. But like, like if they want to keep it private. But like, I know that baby's going to be stunning.
No, literally. It's going to be a stunning baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We have a little sports ball story.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more.
Josh Allen and Hailee Steinfeld go Instagram official after their Paris trip. So Josh Allen is a quarterback for the Bills. Go Bills.
Oh, Bills. The Bills are alive.
And
the sound of pigskins.
Hailee is, just a girl about town. We know her from our screens and things.
Yeah,
and
she sings. Yeah.
The first photo he posted, it was a carousel, and it was captioned "Onward," and it was a very blurry picture of them. So curious, but if you scroll through, I did confirm it was Hailee. She's in like the third photo with some people, and I was like, oh yes, it is her, because it could have really just been any brunette. And I was like, are you people just like reaching,
No, literally reaching. Well, and they're all reaching. And they called her, the 28-year-old stood next to a group with his family in which he stood next to the starving songstress. There's so much shade in this article. I'm like, is that an article that she is? Does she have a song called Starving, or is she hungry?
I'll Google it, but I'm assume she probably has a song called
I'm like,
Starving.
Is she a starving artist? Is that what they're trying to say? Like, when I first read it, I was like, oh, shade. And I'm like, it's probably not that deep.
It's her second song on Spotify, so no, it's called Starving. It has 1.2
Nope, indeed, she's not starving. It's okay to be wrong. I was like, that is so rude. Is she poor?
No, I don't think so.
I was like, she's in Paris.
Yeah.
I was like, how is she poor in Paris? I mean, you can be poor in Paris, but how'd you get there?
Many people have done it.
Yeah. She's indeed not a starving artist.
Now, I think that this will last. I really do think this is like in-game for them.
What?
Yeah, I do. I think it's serious. I really, really do. I think Josh is like the kind of guy, he's like, he wants to settle down. He gives me that kind of energy.
He does give that energy, and I don't know. I need to see where this girl's from. What's her stars? What's her astrological sign?
Whew, it didn't happen.
Yeah, I just need to see, like, is she that kind of girl? She kind of looks like that kind of girl.
No,
she looks like marry me and like I'll never leave the house again. But like, that's not what I want for her.
No, she wants to be a trad wife, I think. And I think Josh wants to make her one. So I say do it.
Yeah, pop off.
Do it.
Pop off, queen. We'll see what happens.
I think it's in game, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't.
I've been wrong before. It's okay to be wrong.
I don't. It feels like two people that got married at 22 that get divorced at 26 to me.
Well, they're 28. That's like old enough now.
I know. They just look so young. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, but they just both give me like settle down energy.
Yeah. No, that's nice.
Yeah, that is nice. I can definitely confirm that they are probably Hurkle-Durkling all day long together, and I love that.
That is so cute. I love to Hurkle-Durkle. Especially, I love to Hurkle-Durkle at the hotel.
That's a pristine place to Hurkle-Durkle.
Oh, it's my favorite place to Hurkle-Durkle. I'm going to literally be Hurkle-Durkling, but I won't be.
No, I'm like, you got to get up and go, girl.
I got to be up at like 6 a.m., so I will not be Hurkle-Durkling. But anyways.
Someone that does Hurkle-Durkle? Kathy Hilton.
Kathy Hilton. Mm-hmm. And she calmed Kyle Richards down after Mauricio kissed another woman.
Yeah, this was an exclusive to Page 6. She let them know that like Kyle was irate, and confirming my theory, that's why she removed wife from her Instagram bio. Mm-hmm. And Kathy has just been so messy lately. I love it. But when is she not hunky-dory?
No, hunky-dory is always very messy. Hunky-dory is always messy. And like just this selfie in general, like this lady has no clothes on underneath. She's in a see-through dress.
Oh, Kathy?
No, just the
new lady from
the Mauricio kissing, and she has on a swimsuit. So I'm just like, where were you in a swimsuit? Like, did you put your butt on the plane like that? Because
no, she came to pick him up from the airport. Remember?
Okay, I just didn't know if she was at the airport too. It's just wild.
No. They met at the airport. She came and picked him up. She came from the beach. And
she could have picked him up in the car though outside.
Exactly, but she wanted to be seen.
And that's all Kyle wanted to say. It was like, you could have done this.
Yeah, you could have done this in private. Like I do my stuff in private. You don't see me out here in these streets, Mauricio.
No, literally.
Well, we kind of do, but that's neither here nor there. Kathy Hilton, she also is causing chaos on the catwalk at Strut and Strack's new show.
Oh, what did she do there?
She was trying to talk to Erica Jane's mom, and I don't know if she just thought the fashion show was over or like what, but the video is like very funny. The model, she's like, she comes up beside Kathy and it's like kind of like ushers her away and just she's got a job to do.
No, literally, she said, I have a job to do. And
You
Kathy,
might be Hurkle-Durkling all day, Kathy, but like, babe, I'm walking this runway.
But she's like, babe, I have to do my job still. So see you later. She looks back. She's like, and look back at it.
No, she looks so terrified, as she should be. I'm like, what are you doing?
No, literally. And Lala, I think, was at the same fashion show, though, in a completely sheer jumpsuit.
I hope they're recording it. Surely it's for the TV, right?
No, yeah. And if she's there, like, she's being... Do you think Lala's shopping for Beverly Hills?
Potentially, that makes sense.
I just don't see her as that...
She's not there yet. She still needs some time.
She's just not that elite. Like, she might be as old as some of these ladies, and sometimes, like...
No, is she? I think she would definitely be the youngest.
She's definitely the youngest, but, like... Crystal just turned 40-something last year.
Right.
So, like, that's all I'm saying. Like, she's not that far off.
She's not far off, but that's
like,
what I'm saying.
And, like, Gina is, like, Gina's a little bit younger, too. Gina's only, like, 40. So, yeah, she's just got a little bit.
She needs a good 6 years, in my opinion. But then,
no, she needs time. And honestly,
like,
just,
raise
like...
your babies a little and then, like, go back.
Raise your babies. And also, like, you just need a little bit more, like, I don't know. I just need, like, a little bit more clout or household name from you. Mm-hmm. Just, like, you're not pristine enough for that yet to me.
No, I agree. That's a fair take.
Yeah.
That is a fair take. Now, this next story is sad. Chris Brown was sued for $50 million for allegedly assaulting 4 concert goers.
Those poor people.
No, literally. What I read in the article, it was in the court documents, so this is not alleged. It's just that him and his entourage attacked 4 unprovoked concert goers backstage. I'm like, why? Number one, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you were at a venue. Like, surely you know that, like, people are going to see this and it's going to get out. Like, that just, like, he doesn't think that's the answer. He just does not use his brain.
No, it's so wild. And it's like,
he uses it all to dance and sing, and unfortunately there's nothing left over.
There's literally nothing left over. It's so sad, and it's just disgusting. I'm like, why are we hitting people? Why are we touching people? Didn't we already go through this? Like, poor Rihanna, like, literally, like, all of it. So just no time for that. And speaking of,
is this the new Vistiviano?
No, literally. If you didn't watch Clipped on Hulu, we know you heard about it on here, and you know that she recorded, and I think we have a new V.
We have a new V in Firerose, and we have been keeping up with the drama between Ray Cyrus and Firerose. As we know, there was a note that was released. We read it here live.
Hold on just a second. And Firerose is his wife, just in case you don't know.
Thank you. Yes. The soon-to-be estranged wife. I think they're in the process of divorcing. Yes. But there's an audio recording that it seems as though she released. Right? I don't know who released it. Someone released it.
Yeah, someone released it, and like they had to get it from her, but like it's in some way.
It's in some way. Go to the Daily Mail and listen to it. I will not play it here because I can't be liable for that.
No, it's like too much explicitness. We can't be liable for that. But in the video, he calls his daughter a devil.
Yes.
Miley.
He calls Miley. He calls her that devil. He calls it. Everyone knows. He actually says verbatim, everyone knows that devil's a skank. To say that about your offspring, you're a skank, Ray Cyrus.
No, literally, it's horrible. And you know what? She just got to deal with Gucci.
She's always had to deal with Gucci.
No, but she's the new face of Gucci. Like,
perfect.
She's
not
literally
just the Flora one.
No, yeah, she's like the
cool.
face of Gucci, and I think she is face of Gucci Flora, but like she's exclusively.
I thought that's what you meant. I was like,
yeah, but she's like exclusively the face of it. Cool. Like, so it's really cool, and I only know that from listening to her when she was harmonizing with Kendall. Listen to Monday's episode, but yeah, I can't like what are you saying that about like your child? And like honestly, he sounds deranged on the video, and by deranged I mean drugs.
Or drunk, something, yeah. It's like slurred. It's giving David Arquette. I don't know what it actually is, but
it's worse than David Arquette. It's bad.
It's really vile. Yeah, it's actually a lot worse. It's vile.
It's abusive.
He talks about Trish. He like cusses out Firerose because he's 2 hours late allegedly to perform, and he's like, I can't do that now. Well, obviously we can hear it in your voice. You can't. You can barely speak or string a sentence together.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. And he's yelling at her for being late, and he's like, "It's your fault I'm like this."
It's your effing fault. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
crazed.
yeah, and it's just bad, and it's so insane.
So if you want something upsetting to listen to, beeline to the Daily Mail.
No, literally, beeline to the Daily Mail. Listen to this. It's absolutely horrid. And like,
and I understand why Miley doesn't speak with her father.
No, and she literally she handled it like such a, let's just hold on. Let's give, if you didn't watch, once again, we've already talked about this, but if you didn't watch Miley's David
Letterman Netflix situation.
Yeah, like My Next Guest, and she basically takes over, and she's like, "You can come shoot on my show, David." And he does, and he asks her about her dad, and she's like, "What are you asking about my dad?" She's like, "We don't talk." She's like, and it just is what it is. But she talks still highly of him. She only just states facts. We don't speak. She's like, but I respect him. I respect his upbringing. He taught me so much because he only had an outhouse when he was a kid.
Right.
There's so much that she's still so respectful for, and does that so easily. And then this is how you speak about her,
Insane.
In private. It's wild.
It's wild. I don't see. You wouldn't come back from that from me. If my father called me a skank, I'd never see you again, sir.
And where does this leave the whole Noah Cyrus situation of it all?
Well, her and her no eyebrows, we don't know. She doesn't know either.
No eyebrows, Cyrus. I don't know. I'm just saying, your father's calling you that, and
well,
there
your
are
sister that, and you don't have relationship with them. It seems as though she sided with Billy Ray instead of Trish and Miley, and maybe this will turn a page for them.
I know. Hopefully, it'll open her eyes of who this person is, because people can be so manipulative, especially once people are intoxicated or take something or whatever. You just never know what type of spree is going to happen, and we don't know what Noah knows. We know what Miley knows because Miley shared with us. So
No, yeah. So those were the stories. Like I said, they were all really good.
They were fire stories. We're sorry, Firerose. Good luck. Get out.
Yeah, good luck, Firerose. We're on your side, girl.
Right.
Oh, she should actually call, what's that girl that we talked about with the giving divorce tips? Michelle Lally. Call Michelle Lally.
No, literally. Call Michelle Lally. She can help you.
Now, we teased on Monday's podcast that we're going to be starting a new segment. And today is the day?
Yes. Let's talk about it.
We teased advice from the DMs. We asked that you all write in some questions. We got several, so thank you so much. Please continue to do this. I don't know how often we'll be able to do it, just depending on
Yeah, it might be once a month, might be twice a month, might be once a week.
Yeah, we just don't know yet. It just depends on your questions and the advice and how it goes. So anyways, we had you write in. We are going to maintain anonymity for every person involved. So just know we won't read your name unless you want us to.
Right. And this was just on an Instagram sticker. So if you didn't see it, make sure you're looking at our stories. Yeah. But it was just random advice. We got some really silly questions about what do you do when your roommate does X, and I'm like, okay, we're not gonna talk about that because that's just too silly.
Yeah.
But it was farts on you, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
I was like, okay, is this a bot?
Right. I know. I'm like, what bot is writing into us? But also we got some more intense questions, and so we're gonna hit 2 of those today.
Yeah, we have 2.
We got 10. Next time, people, I want to see 20 written in. Okay.
Yeah. No, literally. Let's up the ante. Double it, please.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to read our first one?
All right.
No, I can.
No. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I can read it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll read it. Yeah. Okay, they said, "Dear, it's okay." They didn't. We put the "dear, it's okay" in there.
That, yeah,
I was like, let me clear. I've been friends with someone for years, but lately I've realized that our friendship isn't what it used to be. We've grown apart, and I find myself drained after spending time with them. How can I gently break up with a friend without hurting their feelings or causing unnecessary drama? Okay, when we got this one in, I was a little sad.
Yeah.
Because that's such a hard situation.
Well, breaking up with friends it's so hard, but it's a necessary evil.
It
Not
isn't
even evil, but a necessary thing.
No, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just necessary for it to happen. And my first question is what's going on though? Is this a situation where you feel you're drifting apart? Because you don't see eye to eye anymore? Are y'all getting into arguments often? What's how are you growing apart?
Right. Yeah. They said that they've grown apart and they find themselves feeling drained after spending time with them. To me, that says a lot. And that seems like a lot of the answer. I just wouldn't give any of my social energy to things that drain me. I'd like to do that occasionally, but if like you're hanging out with them often, like I need a little bit more information from this person too, let's be honest. I need to know like age ranges. You don't have to give me like you're 25. I just like you're in your 30s or whatever. That helps me know if your brain's fully formed. And then I also need to know like what, like, yeah, are you hanging out with them often? Is this like a once a week
right? Is
thing?
this like a childhood friend?
Exactly.
Right? Is this like a friend you met? Like I have friends from all kinds of stages of my life. Like one of my closest friends, I like barely ever see.
Right.
And she was from like a time in my life that I did Teach for America, but like we still go through very similar things, and like our friendship is still like very like pertinent and viable and like great. So I just like I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's like what that relationship is like, but. If you're feeling drained, I will say it's not looking good for that friendship.
No, it's not looking good for the friendship when you're feeling drained.
There are ebbs and flows in friendships. Like there are times where you feel drained or there are times you feel invigorated by that person. But if it's like more constant.
Right. And I do like my social battery is like small for other people. Totally. And like I like really work hard to build it up before I go out. Like, you know, like it is. But I would say maybe don't hang out for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, like just give it a little space. No, that's a great thing. Like, and that won't be drama. Just be like, I mentally, and you can tell them this like before you do it. I'm gonna have my phone on D&D. Just like I need a break from my phone, and so like it's gonna probably be for the next couple of weeks. You can tell them your therapist, aka us, told you to do this.
Yeah, no, literally, tell them your therapist told you. And yeah, put your phone on D&D.
Yeah,
think about like what you want to do like during that time that you typically spend time with them. Like that would be my biggest thing. Is like, how do you want to fill your time? Do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to do nothing? Do you just want to Hurkle-Durkle in bed? Do you?
A great option.
Like. Are you like starting something new? Like for us, like we don't have time to spend with people right now because we're literally building like a whole brand and business, like and doing so much stuff, and like we love that. And so it just depends. Like what do you want to throw your time into, and like see how you feel. Do a check-in with yourself, like at the end of the week. How do I feel? Do I feel easier? Do I miss them? Do I not miss them?
You might actually miss them, and wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. And so like you just don't know. And so I just say like take a break,
Hamilton.
No. And then like at the same time, like mute them on social media. Don't look at their stuff. See if you even think about them. Like there's just so many things you can do to
pre-break up with a friend.
Right. And you can just like wonder like, like, do I even miss their content? Do I miss this? Like, do I miss wondering what's going on in their lives? Like, there's just so much to figure out before like you sever a long-term friendship.
For sure. No, yeah, you can't just be willy-nilly severing like all of your friendships in life because then you're alone, and that's not a good place to be either.
It's not a good place to be. I've severed some friends recently.
Oh, well, sometimes we have to.
Yeah, they told me wild stuff.
Oh, yeah, those ones, obviously. They had to go. We knew it was time to go. Now, the second one. Do you want to read it, or do you want me to?
Okay, did I read this last one?
I don't remember. I think I'll read this one.
Okay.
Dear It's Okay. I recently celebrated a milestone.
A milestone?
Howard Stern is in the room. I recently celebrated a milestone birthday, and one of my friends ended up causing a lot of drama at the party. They drank too much and made inappropriate comments that upset some of my other guests. How can I address this with my friend without ruining our friendship, but also ensuring they understand the impact of their behavior?
Okay, I picked this one because something like this kind of happened to me.
It indeed did.
And we're not friends anymore.
We broke up with that friend.
And it's not even that we broke up. It's just like, if somebody comes to your party and like essentially like ruins it, like they need to come and apologize to you and apologize for their actions. And like, that's what I say.
And
like
in this, yes.
You bring it up. Like, it's just like, how can I address my friend without ruining our relationship? And just be like, do you want to talk about the other night? Like for me, it's so easy to talk about things like when we're in a relationship. Like I'm just like, and just ask about it in a question. Don't even start with blame. Just be like, do you want to talk about what happened the other night? Like I felt uncomfortable at my party.
Sure.
How did you feel about what happened?
Totally.
And like see how like where it goes. Like are they gonna like just make excuses the whole time? Or are they gonna like start with like, I'm sorry that happened and I'm sorry that I got involved with that like at your party. Like I should have waited. I should have done this. But if they're just like, she started it, she did this. And then you can ask questions then like, okay, but like how did you bring that in? Did you think about how like you're affecting my party that I'm paying for?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
There's just so much that goes into it. Like that I would like I think you can ask several questions and not do that. But like when I'll tell you, like when this happened to me, like nobody, they just.
Well, that's what I was going to say, actually. They want to ensure they understand the impact of their behavior. Just know, like, they might not. They might be rogue. And
like this person was upset with me.
Exactly.
For not like standing up for them. And I'm like, you
ruined my thousands of dollars party, like, you crazy wench. What are you talking about?
No, like spent so much money on this party, and like you kind of ruined it and put like a stale taste in my mouth, and all I could do was think about like just on my side of the situation, like that whole night all I could think about was like who was involved, people, like how are they being perceived, like am I gonna get in trouble with the hotel, like
no, literally
it was
just insane, you guys. It was KB had the funniest response. So after it happened,
y'all, it's the trauma. The
trauma chuckles came out in full force. Like everyone is just sitting there like stunned. Like we have all been just like actually just have no response. Like,
and there's like 20 people here, and they're like some of them are newer friends, some of them are older
all
friends.
These people
like
have never mixed. Right? We're mixing new people, and then they're going to think we're crazy because we had this blow up at our party.
No, we mix so many people. I mix like old job, new job, my family, like.
No, and so KB's response, everyone's sitting there just like guffawed, dumbfounded, stunned. KB says, well, I guess this is what it's like to be a housewife. And that really broke the ice.
It did. Everybody started laughing because everybody was looking at me like, are you about to cry? And I'm like, yeah, I'm literally about to cry. So I put on my big bitch panties instead.
As you do, and have to sometimes.
That was my response. I was like, I guess this is what it's like to be a real housewife. Like, and yeah, it was miserable. And you know what? We just actually saw it too the other night on Dubai last night, like when we were watching, or it was 2 weeks ago, but we watched Caroline Stanbury have like that moment
and her house be ruined.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so stressful. And it is. So I just think that people need to know, like, do you understand the repercussions of your actions?
Yeah. And just know that they might not, because in our situation, they don't. Like, they believe that they're owed an apology, and you know what? It's okay to be wrong. And I hope you're listening to this.
It's okay to be wrong. Like, yeah, it's like, that's not the apology. Like, they do, like, you deserve an apology.
For sure you do.
It was your party.
And if they don't come correct, just know that's not your friend and delete them from your life.
And I honestly believe apologies, like, there's no rhyme or reason to an apology, right? Apologies look different for every person.
Sure.
But for me, apologies, like, and especially like working in like a school environment recently, like for most of my career, it's like when I would work with students, and like, so I'd also say this for adults, they would come and say they're sorry, and I would say, okay, and like, what are you sorry for? Like, what actions took place? And if they can't name what they're sorry for, then like,
I love that.
That's difficult for me. And it's like, I'm sorry for this because I did this. And so like I would always do, or I'm sorry for this because it made this happen. And so that way people can like put those together. So also, like, if you need any parenting advice, because I'm such a good one, I have 2 dogs staying with me.
No, literally, we're parents of the year or something.
that was always what I did. Like, I am sorry for
right. No,
this.
That's such a good point.
And it's like, you can't just say you're sorry. What does sorry mean?
Yeah, because
like, what are you going to do without a sorry?
Like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, what exactly did you do then? Like,
what did you do?
What do you feel remorse about?
And like, what does that mean for you in the future?
Yeah, how are you going to correct that action?
And like, because I want to know, how are you going to go talk to this person again? Or are you going to go talk to them again? Or like, how are you going to handle it when you see them at like something that we do new?
Because honestly, if that happened to me, I would just ignore them. Like, I would probably never speak to them again. Like, you did me dirty once, like, goodbye.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy, but that's how I operate too sometimes.
No, that is how you operate. And I like really do give people grace and like try again and like, yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
So we just say like, you know, hear them out. Hear what they have to say.
Yeah, and if this advice goes well, please write back in. Let us know. Like, I would love a follow-up. Like, if they wrote in and, like, told us, we could give you more advice.
No, literally. Tell us what we need to do next, because I'll just DM you, like, after that. I'm like, no, just tell me, girl, because I love being in people's problems.
So did you.
Go to. Yes. Yeah. So, do you want to wrap it up?
I think we should wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to It's Okay
to Be Wrong,
a podcast with KB and Tanner Cunningham. If you are not following us on Instagram, thank you so much. We have 3,000 followers.
Yay.
But if you're not following us on Instagram, go ahead and follow us at It's Okay _to be wrong. And go ahead and follow me at Cunningham _Graham. We drop all kinds of things together separately, do all kinds of fun collabs, and love to share things with you.
All day long. Hurkle-Durkle.
What'd you say?
We Hurkle-Durkle all day long.
And we love to Hurkle-Durkle. So we are going to wrap it up here, but we love you so much. We'll talk to you later. Bye.